bhutale Rupanuga bhaktidam cha kripa murtim narayanam Shri Krishna lile katane sudaksham Adarya madhurya gunaishcha yuktam Varam varanyam purusham mahantam Narayanam tvam shirashanamami Namo Vishnu Padaya Shri Keshava Priyatmane Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Vamaniti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschantya Deshatarine Namo Vishnu Padaya Acharya Simha Rupine Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshaveti Namine Atimartya Charitraya Swashitanam Chapaline Jiva Duke Sadartaya Shri Nama Premanayine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Sorry, Shri Varsabhana Videvi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Pabave Namaha Madhuryojvala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudapa Sadanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaurakishoraya Shakshadvaragya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Parambujayate Namah Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaur Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumestvam Nirdesta Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhoma Shri Jagannatayate Namah Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuvya eva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah Namo Mahaviranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jayatam Surator Pangor Mama Manda Matirgati Matsarvasya Parambojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyadvindaranya Kalpadrimadaha Srimad Radnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Shila Govindadevo Preshthalavi Sevyamano Smarami Shriman Rasa Rasaramvi Vamsivata Tatastita Karshan Venus Vaner Gopir Gopinata Shri Suna Vrindai Tulsi Devyai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Pradevi Satyavityai Namo Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Avataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Again together. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All right, I'm gonna grab my tongue. And so, how many people are here for the first time? 1, 2, okay. Maybe we'll do like Guru Bhajan and then chant Harinam. Okay. So we'll sing one song, prayer we call bhajan, starting page 28. To our gurus, our guardians on the path of bhakti. And call and response. No. Okay. Shri Guru Charanana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Pandomoi Savadana Mate Vandomoi Savadana Mate Chara Prasare Bhai E Bhavatoriya Jai Chara Prasare Eva Toriya Krishna Prapti Hoya Jao Hate Krishna Prapti Hoya Jao Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Anakari ho mane asha Aranakari ho mane Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Utamagati Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Utamagati Jai Prasade Pore Sarvahasa Jai Prasade Pore Sarvahasa Chakshudana Dila Jai Janme Janme Prabhu Se 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 Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito Prema Bhakti Jahoite Avidya Vinasa Jate Prema Bhakti Jahoite Avidya Vinasa Prema Bhakti Jahoite Avidya Vinasa Jate Vede Gai Jahara Charita O Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Adana Mananu Lokanath Lokira Jivana Lokana Lokana Vidana Prabhu Kora Doya Deho More Parachaya Prabhu De Parachaya Tua Pare Loinu Sharana Ebeja Shusuk Tribhuvana Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya 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 Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada All right. Panch Tattva and Harinam. You want to lead? He's practicing. What? I don't know. Sure. Just don't get too crazy.
Page 9. We'll do the last two verses on it. It says, first one says Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, and then the second one is the Maha Mantra, the Hare Krishna mantra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Oh, sorry. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
It depends. She makes a whole fuss when we all get up, but it's the right thing to do.
Jaya Prabhupada. Yep. She's here. Perfect.
It's okay, go.
Oh, she's speaking?
First, after a little bit of chant.
Oh, okay. Haribo Swagatam Didi. Swagatam. Welcome. That's beautiful, Dasi. Didn't know you played harmonium. Shri Shri Radha Ramana Bihari Ki. Sunday feast Ki. And it is Sri Gora. What's his name? Jai Gaur Govinda Maharaj Ki. Nandi Bhagoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Short. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Radha Raman Bihari. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Yeah, let's go. I'm just gonna.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. I'm gonna chant the Maha Mantra. Jai Jai Radha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Radhe 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 Kunkirtan, Kunkirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gorahari, 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 Gorahari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Jaya 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 Prabhupada. Jaya 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Haribol. Jaya Jaya. One more time. Jaya 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 Prabhupada. Jaya 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 Prabhupada. Jaya 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 Srila Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Srila Gurudev. Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ki. Gurudev, Gurudev. Gurudev, Gurudev. Srila Govinda Maharaj. Srila Govinda Maharaj. Srila Govinda Maharaj. Srila Govinda Maharaj. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Hare Shri Hare, Jai Hare Shri Hare. One more time. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Thank you. How does this work?
So welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Where are you two from? Have you been here before? It's what? How did you happen to hear about the temple? Oh, you were here. She was just visiting. Oh, for the Bhagavad Gita class. Great. Okay. Oh, good, good.
She said Prabhupada came to her. She's very emotional.
Nice. And what about you? Is this your first time? And how did you hear about the temple? That's what I thought. Okay, good. I didn't see the T-log, so I guessed. So the way we begin our programs, before I speak, we all utter some prayers of invocation to call for the presence of our disciplic succession of self-realized gurus, so that they may make this meeting successful. Because on my own, I don't have the power to impregnate spiritual substance, although I have the words. So we're praying for their presence to make that successful. Okay. Agyanam timirandasya jnananjana salakaya chaksurunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Twadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah. Yang Pravarjantam Manupetam Apeta Krityam Dvaipayano Viraha Kataruva Juhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravo Banedos Tang Sarvabhut Hridayam Muni Manatosmi Bhaktya Vahina Aparada Lakshai Chaptasya Kamadi Tarangamadye Kripamai Tvam Sharanam Prapadyam Brinde Namaste Charanarvindam Tavoivasmi Najivami Tambina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tam Nayamam Charanantikai. Now we go to the pink one. Kripayati Yadi Radha Padita Sheshabadha Kemapada Vishishtam Pushti Maryadeyorme Yadi Vadati Chakinshit Smeraha Sodita Srir Dvijavadamani Panktya Muktadakyam Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Smeraha Samurali Manohara Radhika Radhikamam Kripanithe Swapraja Charana Kinkari Kuru Prananatha Vrishabhanu Nandini Sri Mukhabjara Salola Satapada Radhika Paratale Kritastityam Tam Bhajami Rasikendra Shekhara Sambidaya Dashane Trinam Bibo Prartaye Brajamahendra Nandana Astu Mohantabati Ballava Janma Janmani Mariswari Priya. If Sri Radha is merciful to me, then unlimited obstacles to my devotion will be removed. There will be nothing superior for me to obtain, because I will have received the excellence offered by the paths of both Vaidhi or regulative devotion and Rag or spontaneous devotion. And if she speaks something while smiling gently, thus revealing the rows of her beautiful pearl-like teeth, then what significance will the oyster of liberation have? O Shamsundar, O you whose head is adorned with peacock feathers, whose face is graced with a laughing smile, whose murli flute enchants the mind, and who are most expert in enjoying ras with Srimati Radhika. Can who's ever speaking out there, whether it's the kitchen or anywhere, kindly go on mute. Thanks. And are most expert in relishing ras with Srimati Radhika, please make me a kinkari or maidservant at the lotus feet of your beloved. You are the Lord of the life of the daughter of Brishabhanu Maharaj, and you are like a bee, always eager to taste the nectar of her lotus-like face. O Rasikendra Shekhar, foremost of those who are Rasik, who are situated at the feet of Srimati Radhika, I worship you. O son of the king of Braj, O all-pervading one, O Mohan, who enchants the minds of all. Taking a piece of straw in my teeth, I pray that your supremely beloved Sri Radha be my dear worshipful goddess, birth after birth. So first of all, I offer my unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful, initiating spiritual master, Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the same unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful, instructing spiritual master, Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta. Could you put your glasses on? Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. To Sri Srimad Bhakti began Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and to our grandfather gurus, Sri Srimad Bhakti began Keshava Goswami Maharaj, and Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And to all of our Guru Varga, all of our disciplic succession of self-realized gurus, and to all the assembled devotees. And the assembled devotees gurus who are my Shiksha gurus, Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Madhav Maharaj, Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Ban Maharaj, and Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Siddhanti Maharaj. Okay, so I'm very happy to see you all. And we ended the prayers with prayers to Sri Radha, who is the feminine counterpart of Parama Purusha, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Our scriptures say, the cause of all causes and all that is, who is Advaita Gyan Paratattva, or the one without a second absolute truth. So she is his feminine counterpart. She is his power, his energy, without which Krishna could not be the supreme energetic source. So I'm making a big deal about that now because on Saturday, is it? Sunday, next Sunday, is the anniversary of her appearance day. So, of course, we say she appeared 5,000 years ago along with Krishna, but really she's always here. But in order to perform pastimes, although Radha and Krishna are one, they're one soul in two bodies, or one stem with two flowers, a golden flower, Srimati Radhika, and a blue flower, that's Krishna. So although they're one, to perform loving pastimes, they come out as two. So next week, at the same time, this same time, we'll be observing a festival called Radhastami. The eighth Astami is the eighth day of the moon. So we'll be observing her appearance day. She appeared on the eighth day of the moon. We'll be chanting many kirtans in her glorification, and we'll be having a bathing ceremony, not ordinary bathing, but bathing in many sacred substances like honey and milk and sugar, and everyone gets a chance to bathe her. It's a very beautiful ceremony. And what else will we be doing? We'll be having a big feast in her honor. Yeah, her glorification. All right. So, although she manifests from Krishna, she's actually considered by Krishna as superior to him. In other words, although she comes from him, he's dependent on her in two ways. Philosophically, because by being his power, she enables him to be the strongest. When he was 7 years old, he lifted wrong hand. He lifted a mountain with the nail of his pinky of his left hand for 7 days. When the king of heaven, Indra, was pouring torrential rain on the inhabitants of Krishna's village, which were the raindrops were as thick as pillars and as sharp as arrows. And any of you who are from Miami knows that sometimes in some seasons, the rainy hurricane season, cars float down the streets. Similarly, in Krishna's village, you couldn't tell the difference between the highlands and the lowlands. It was all water. So in order to save the inhabitants of his village, he lifted that mountain for 7 days. So how could he do that? Because she is the source of his strength. And how can he be the most beautiful? That millions of cupids fall at his feet, because by her power, she makes him the most beautiful. And how can he be the most, what else? Wealthy. He owns all universes. How can he do that? Not only material universes, but beyond the material universe, there is a spiritual universe called Para Vyoma, the superior energetic existence. And there, in that atmosphere, there are innumerable spiritual planets. Like here there are material planets. There are spiritual planets called Vaikuntha planets. Vai means without, and Kunta means what we're all full of, especially in this day and age. What is that? Anxiety, stress. That those planets are without anxiety. They have no idea what anxiety means because they're made of, even their bodies are made of eternity, bliss, and knowledge. How is Krishna able to do that? By the power of Srimati Radhika. One of your Gurudev's disciples came to visit us the next day because she couldn't come for the darshan day when he was here. So she came the next day. I said, "What's your name?" She said, "Chit Shakti." She didn't know what it meant, though, in a few years that she's been with him. But everything has its time. Like our Gurudev Srila Narayan Maharaj, who's the first one here, he said, if I say to you, okay, what is behind my back? What am I holding behind my back? Does anybody know? He doesn't know. Viswarup doesn't know. But, well, that's a good guess. So, anyway, it created a curiosity. There's nothing in my hands, but by doing that, it created a curiosity. Similarly, by holding off on certain tattvas, certain philosophical truths or pastimes till later, it becomes more interesting. Then everything is given to us at the same time. So I said, so your name is Chit Shakti, that's the name of Radharani, and it means spiritual energy. There's 3 energies, and they're all coming from her. But even though she's the head of them all, like the principal may also become the teacher in a certain subject. So she is Hladini Shakti, Krishna's pleasure potency, his intrinsic, what's the Sanskrit of that? Achintya Swarup Shakti. She's his inconceivable internal energy. But she has 3 aspects. She manifests in 3 ways. As Chit Shakti, which is the whole spiritual world, from which comes Krishna's unlimited incarnations, the Vaikuntha planets, all those wonderful things. And then she manifests as Tatastha Shakti. Does anybody know what Tatastha Shakti is? Dr. Om. That's us. The marginal potency. Marginal means I have a choice to look up towards Krishna and then go there, or to look down to the material world and come here, which we did. But we do have an opportunity by doing bhakti yoga. First we do agyata sukriti. Agyata means what? Unknowing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm getting spiritual credits. Like yesterday, 2 devotees, Sarada and Sumukhi, there's Sarada there, say hi. She and Sumukhi went to feed 40 homeless people. They didn't know what was happening. They enjoyed the prasadam, but they were getting spiritual merits. Then did you go to the other place too? Today, they're going to the farm with the pigs and goats, and they're going to be giving prasadam to them. Not only the food prasadam, but also the sacred tulsi leaves that were offered to Krishna the day before. And also the goats especially love flowers. So we offer so many flowers, and then they love to take that prasadam as well as the food. Why did I tell all that? Because they're all, in all those species, they're all marginal potency. Is that why I told it? Huh? We feed the pigs prasadam. It's so wonderful. We have so many photos which we post on Instagram.
You were telling us that they get a jata sukriti because then they eventually
That's right. People get agyata sukriti, like the pigs, ghost, the poor people under the bridge. And then that's accumulated more and more, and then it becomes gyata sukriti, where they know what they're doing. Like they come to the temple, hear about Krishna, honor the prasadam, and they know what they're doing. And then they get spiritual pious merits. When the pious merits get to be enough after many millions of births, then one gets a bona fide guru and is able to follow him. And then his progress is very quick. So, why did I mention that? That's the marginal potency. Goes through all those phases. And how does there happen to be marginal potency? She creates that. And then the third one is Maya Shakti, or the material nature, which also has a function just like the police department. The police department is to make sure everybody's doing the right thing, otherwise they have to go to jail, and then they learn to do the right thing, and they come out. So similarly, this material world is compared to the prison house by Lord Brahma. You know Lord Brahma? You know, with the four heads. He's the first created demigod, and he subcreates under Krishna. He subcreates, each Brahma gets one universe. So, the material nature has a good function, which is to, you could say, whip us into shape. You could say it's like a goldsmith, or rather a blacksmith, because the blacksmith wants to get gold out of the ore. Here's Lord Brahma now, and Krishna is playing his flute, which goes into Brahma's right ear, and thus he's given the power to create the universe. Good. If anybody's interested in the whole art book, we have them in the boutique. There's a few hundred of our paintings there in the art book. And we gave one to Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Did you see that? On the second of his nights. Yeah. Then when he came over, I didn't know why he was asking so many questions about the painting. Like, is that one done on paper first? What exactly is the process? Do you use models? I thought, why is he asking so many questions like that? And then I found out he's an artist. So if any of you see him, you can tell him that the last chapter of the art book has the whole process, A to Z. And there are a few chapters in the book that tells exactly how we do it, as a group and as individual. Okay, so back to Srimati Radhika. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming. It's been a long time. So she has three aspects as the Chit Shakti, Tatastha Shakti or Jiva Shakti. Jiva's means the infinitesimal living entities and the material world. So I just wanted to give that definition of Chit Shakti, which she is also. So strength, wealth, fame. Who's more famous than God? Even the atheists. That book is about God. I don't want it. So everybody knows that there is one. There's no one that doesn't. And how did he get his fame? From Radha. Good. And then what else does he have? Renunciation. He's not attached to any of it. And he even took the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is Radha and Krishna combined together to become the supreme renunciate, who when he took sannyas, refused um, a thin straw mattress to sleep on. He wanted to sleep only on the floor. He would hardly eat. And so combined together, yeah, that's him. He's the supreme renunciate. That power of renunciation also comes from Srimati Radhika. You know, the dress, the robe. You see these brahmacharis here? Sannyasis have the same color. It's just a different design. So anyway, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the supreme renunciate, wears saffron. And saffron is also the color of the kumkum. You know, Indian ladies, they have this red powder, sindoor, it's called also kumkum. And so they also wear the kumkum on their chest, on their breast, as a decoration. We also, when we decorate our deities, we put kumkum here too. So when Krishna is embraced, or when he embraces Srimati Radhika and the gopis, the kumkum comes on him. So that is the supreme amour, the embrace of God and Goddess. But when they combine that saffron color, which is also the color of anurag, which means it's an attraction, an enchantment that gets newer and newer at every moment. Like Radha and Krishna could have been together all night, they and the gopis. But then when she sees him the next morning, she thinks, who is that personality? Is it Cupid personified? Is he a sapphire mountain? And so at every moment is a brand new experience. That's also the nature of the spiritual atmosphere. Like here, everything gets older and older. You get tired of it, enough is enough. But in the spiritual atmosphere, every moment is a brand new experience. That ability of God to be like that, Nitya Nabanabhaya Mana, is also coming from her. But anyway, let's go back to the color. So this anurag is the saffron color. So where it's the supreme amour of embracing, dancing together, love talks, that same Krishna combines with Radharani so tightly that they become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's the supreme renunciate. Isn't that amazing? What does that show? It shows that their love is higher than the highest renunciation. It's so pure. It's not like the perverted love of this material world. And then what else? There's strength, wealth, knowledge. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, is Vasanti here? Sarvasya chaham, together. Sarvasya chaham Hriddhi sannavisto matak smrtir jnanam apohanam cha vedair cha sarvar eva veda aham eva. Wait, okay, let's do this again. Vedair cha sarvar aham eva vedya vedanta krit vedavit eva chaham. Good. Okay, so sarvasya chaham hriddhi. I am the super soul in everyone's heart. And from me comes knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness. Like if the atheists are going to have their conference, and some of them may forget, Krishna reminds them, don't forget your atheist conference. So here is the super soul alone, standing on the lotus flower, and here the sage, the great sages see in the heart of every living entity the same super soul and the individual soul. Souls are one in quality. We're all beyond time and space. We're all eternal. We're all by nature beautiful in our constitutional form. So Krishna's in every one of our hearts. And matak smritir jnanam apohanam cha. I am the cause of their remembrance and forgetfulness and their knowledge. Then Vedayar Sarvayar, I am the knower of the Vedas. I am the embodiment of the Vedas, and I am what's to be known in the Vedas. What does that mean? It means we were all created or manifested. Now, I'm using mundane language, right? English. Any language of this world is a mundane language. So I say created or manifested, but actually we're all eternal, and yet we're manifested by Krishna as his infinitesimal marginal energy. Just like there's the sun, simple example, the sun and the sunlight. The sun manifests the sunlight, but it's not that the sunlight came later and the sun came first, like a father and a child. Or like we had a beautiful grain ceremony, Anuprasana today, for Kishi's little daughter, who's on his dad's shirt, Amir. She got her first grains, sweet rice. Everyone was feeding her, and mantras were given to her, and also just mantras for auspiciousness and throwing of flowers. So, why did I say that? How did I get there? Because the father or mother comes first, and then the child comes later. So the child comes from the mother and father. But with Krishna, even though he's created everything and everyone, we're all eternal, like the sun and the sunlight. Okay, so he created us to have, in order to have, knowledge and above knowledge, love for him. Like why did Kishia and Ran beget Amir? In order to have a loving relationship. They kiss her, they play with her, they gradually teach her songs and maybe verses later on, because kids learn very, very quick. And moreover, let's go to the park together, let's go to Disneyland together, and things like that. And then when the father comes home at night, after a hard day's work, the child runs up, Daddy, and runs up and jumps onto his arms. So similarly, that's why Krishna created us, to have a loving relationship and full knowledge of him in love. Like when you love somebody, you just know all, and then they're like this and they're like that and they can do that, and that's so amazing what they just did. So that loving exchange. So Krishna is the source of our knowledge. Yeah. Without Krishna, what would we have? No existence. Can you imagine a life without existence? No. Yes. What? Yes, he said that I set the example for everyone, how to act, what to do. Otherwise, the world would be in ruination if I didn't set the example for them. So he's the perfect king, perfect beloved, perfect father, perfect God. There's no second God. Otherwise, they would quarrel. They would quarrel for supremacy. So he's the one without a second. Now I would like to ask. So anyway, I want to invite you next Sunday and bring all your friends. It's going to be a gigantic, amazing festival, and everybody loves the bathing part. I think at least half of you have bathed the deities in the ceremonies and singing the songs of bathing. It's just the most intimate experience. So I hope you can come all to, next Sunday at the same time. And I'll ask if there's any questions or comments. And don't be shy thinking I don't want to show that I don't know something, because it's 100% likely that everyone will be happy that you asked it so they didn't have to. Yeah.
So the question I have is, would you say, if understanding that Radharani is the source of the Maya Shakti, could we presuppose to say that the high perspective, or the higher perspective, is to not look at Maya Shakti with disdain? Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean. Did everybody understand the question? In other words, oh, Maya. I want Maya to stay away from me. Oh, he fell in Maya. Oh, I fell in Maya. Like it's a bad thing. That's why I mentioned that it's like the police department, or is that the judiciary department of the government, to make sure that the laws are being followed for the benefit of everyone. Cross at the green, not in between, because you might get hit by a car if you don't cross at the green. So she's a pure devotee. Some people worship Shiva and Parvati, Shiva Shakti. So Maya is that material Shakti, the consort of Lord Shiva, and they're both pure devotees of Krishna. And they're just doing actually there's a beautiful verse about her in the Brahma Samhita. Do we have a Brahma Samhita? We do. We have it in the boutique. We don't have a Brahma Samhita. What's wrong with us? Oh, at the men's ashram. Anyway, so Lord Brahma, the first created being, is praying that I worship Govinda, the cause of all causes, who creates, if anybody has it on their phone, Haridas, or anyone, who manifests this Maya Shakti, who is the superintendent of the whole material cosmic manifestation. No, I don't, unfortunately. But if you have Bhakti Books app, then you just do a search in that. You go to the Brahma Samhita and then type in Maya or superintendent, something like that, who is the illusory energy, who anyone who turns away from Krishna, they get bewildered by wealth, fame, health. I am so strong. And that's the job of Maya Shakti, so that whatever we try to be happy in the material world always turns sour. And by that understanding, when we come to the human form of life, with that understanding, we start thinking, by the mercy of Krishna, we start thinking well, why do I have to suffer anyway? Why do I have to get a cut finger and go to the doctor? And who am I anyway? And what am I doing here in this world anyway? And well, is there a God? And if there is, do I have a relationship with him? And then by that inquisitiveness, atato brahma jigyasa, this human form of life, after treading through and coming up from all the species of life, coming to the human form of life, after experiencing all the gross sense gratification, one comes to inquire what is the nature of the absolute truth. So, you have it?
It might say something about Durga.
Durga,
Spiritual potency of the Lord Rama Devi. The goddess is always controlled by Supreme Lord.
that's Rama. She's a spiritual potency. No, then it talks about Sambhu, but it's not. This is Rama Devi, who's the consort of Lord Vishnu. But good try. Did you just say something? Oh no, say,
I know which verse you're talking about.
yeah. And also the one about Durga, that's in the Brahma Samhita. Durga of this material world who has so many arms and all the weapons to punish the sinful beings of this world. This, Hare Krishna. So this Maya, there's only one energy. But let me go back to Durga. Durga says, and Jiva Goswami quotes that from another tantra, that I get my name, Durga, from her. I get my qualities from her. The word Durga means very difficult. It means two things. It means like wall or prison house, and it also means very difficult to attain. So what's the most very difficult to attain is Raganuga Bhakti, by which I can attain the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika in the spiritual world. So that Durga, who's non-different from Krishna, gave a portion of her name and qualities to this Durga, who is the feminine counterpart of Lord Shiva, and part of her powers, so that Durga can superintendent the material universe and put the living entities in illusion to show them that this material world is just suffering. Does that make sense? So really there's one energy, and that is the spiritual energy. The supreme energy is Radha. Her expansion is Yogamaya, who controls everything and everyone in the spiritual world. And then Yogamaya, her shadow is Durga or Maya of this material world. Okay, here we go. The shadow of the transcendental potency is that great potency who creates, maintains, and annihilates the material universe. She is worshipped throughout the world as Durga. I worship the original potency, personality, Sri Govinda, in accordance with whose desire Durga conducts her every endeavor. She's a pure devotee of Krishna, and she's just following his instructions. That just happens to be her service or job as the superintendent of the material cosmos. So she's good. She's great.
I have one follow-up question. So, in the definition of a pure devotee, I'm forgetting the Sanskrit now, but it's in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. No, it's in Bhagavatam. It's described that the pure devotee is that person who sees Bhagavan within everything and everything within Bhagavan. But from what I've understood, even from our gurus, who are pure devotees, that in this material world, as their form of instruction, they come as the madhyam, the discerning devotee, right? So I wanted to ask, if you ever meet somebody who says that they love everything and back to like Maya, should we assume that that person is fake? Because pure devotees in this world don't even display that. Does that make sense? It's a little bit of
No.
So let me see. So for instance, Gurudev, our Gurudev was an Uttama Bhagavat Vaishnava. He was the topmost teacher. But even in this, when he made his appearance in this world, he showed his discernment. He never, so the Madhyam definition is that devotee.
Madhyam means the middle devotee.
Or I'm saying Madhyam, but
Yeah.
I'm not saying middle. I'm just saying like middle adhikari. Sorry, Madhyam.
He's the Madhyama Adhikari. He's the preacher.
So like Gurudev, even though he was an Uttama Bhagavat Vaishnava, he wouldn't show that very easily. He would instead instruct with his Madhyam qualities. So could we say that if somebody is showing like externally that they're very much operating within the Uttama platform, meaning like they love everything, this material Maya's great, because I see everything as God. Should we assume that this person is fake?
All right. I'll try to take some steps back so everyone will understand. No, it was a good question. So everyone can understand the question. So there are 3 categories of devotees. There's the beginner, called the kanistha, the madhyam, in the middle, and the uttama, or the topmost, who has so much full faith in Krishna that he sees Krishna at every moment, and he's there with Krishna in the spiritual world. The middle devotee, he's not exactly perfect yet, but he has a lot of faith. His faith can't be broken. But he can't transform others with the same potency as the topmost devotee. And he has to distinguish between this person is envious, this person is innocent, he's qualified to receive my teachings. This person is on the same level as me, let's make friends. And this person is higher than me. He's a more pure devotee, so I'll serve him. So therefore he said he's discerning. And he will, if the envious person tries to make trouble, for example, he won't waste his time with him. He'll just ignore him. So you're asking that, but when the pure devotee comes here, he acts like a madhyam. Because the uttam bhakta, the pure devotee, sees everyone already. He thinks everyone is a pure devotee. Like you quoted at the beginning, the pure devotee sees everything within Krishna and Krishna within everything. And he also sees that everyone has the same love of Krishna that he does. So, but if he doesn't come as a madhyama, he can't preach because he sees everyone is already serving. I have no business here. So he can't collect the innocent. He can't avoid the envious, like that. So your question is, if somebody who's not on the highest platform is what?
No, so the question is if somebody externally is behaving in what we would think is the definition of the topmost, which is seeing everything within Krishna and Krishna within everything.
What's an example? If he embraces a tiger?
I mean, it could go anywhere. Yeah, it could. I mean, that could actually be an example, I would say. I mean, Chaitanya even exhibited some of that but I'm not going to digress. But yeah, so it's like they're the sort of people I would assume, if I understand this right, because they see God within everything and everything within God, it's like their reality, the way that their reality is so different from ours, but it's hard to, I can't imagine it, but from what I understand.
So if somebody imitates,
they see everything as Krishna, right? They see Krishna within everything.
they don't see everything as Krishna, they see everything as we just discussed. They see the living entity as Krishna's marginal energy. So let's see, I see a tree. So this tree is Krishna's external energy. And the reason that the tree can grow is because it has a little spirit soul inside. If you chop the tree, at the root, it won't grow anymore because there's no soul in there. If you kill me, then I can't grow anymore. I can't speak anymore. So the living power is the soul inside, right? So the pure devotee sees that, you're saying, right? So you're saying if somebody else who's not a pure devotee imitates that, like what?
Well, I'm like, so in this case, I brought it to talking about Maya. Like for instance, you explained how
Oh, I love Maya.
I love
So
Maya
let me go to a violent sex movie because it's all God,
and it's all God.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Can I just finish with his? So so if he does that and doesn't discriminate, that if I eat meat, fish, eggs, if I take coffee, cigarettes, because it's all God, then I reap the result of that. Because Shruti, Smriti, Puranadi, Pancharatraki Vidim Bina. If anyone is showing that they have unalloyed, one-pointed devotion for the Lord, but he's not following scriptural injunctions, then he can simply create disturbance and he'll fall down. Does that answer the question?
Yeah. So I I would take that answer as that. Yeah, if they're really truly because they're following Shruti Smriti, they're following rules and regulations. So in short, even the pure devotee would not, even if they're an Uttama Bhagavad Vaishnav, they're not going to suddenly throw everything in the garbage because everything is one, everything is within Krishna. Right.
Right, so there's Krishna, there's Krishna's illusory energy, like that. And what does Krishna want? He wants all the souls to become free from the material energy and come to him. So if I'm such a pure devotee, then I'll preach, I'll give prasadam, I will love everybody. Yeah, that is it answered?
Very kind of big question.
But was it answered?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, I heard what you said about the hands, but she's sitting in a tiger. What's the meaning of the tiger? How they behave the tiger? How she dominate the tiger?
Who?
Because Durga,
Oh, she's sitting on a tiger.
yeah, she's sitting on a tiger, and I have to dominate that tiger that I have inside of me because all of us has a tiger or a lion or a calf or a cow or a dog or a cat or whatever. The animal in us. That's what I try to. What do you see on her sitting on the tiger?
Oh, why do?
The violence because the tiger can attack, and he's waiting for the victim. So how do we going to do if somebody's acting like a tiger? Because there's people acting like tiger, others act like a snake or like a little kitty, but the kitty is similar to the tiger. You see, how do I go on a situation?
In general,
Yeah.
we want to. There's 6 symptoms of surrender to the Lord. To accept everything favorable for our advancement in bhakti or devotion, to reject everything unfavorable, and that also means people, situations that are unfavorable for our bhakti. And don't chant Hare Krishna. We want to avoid that, reject everything that's unfavorable. If I'm with friends that say, don't chant Hare Krishna. It's absurd. There is no Krishna. Then I might decide not to make that person my friend anymore. I won't be mean, but I'll avoid the association so that I can peacefully progress and not be pulled down. And then to consider that Krishna is my only maintainer and Krishna is my only protector, to make my will the same as Krishna's will. In other words, whatever you want, not whatever I want. And to be meek and humble so that Krishna will want to take care of us in all ways. So whether it's a tiger or anything, if it depends on how they are for my bhakti. Does that help? Regarding you also mentioned the animal within us. Sometimes we're called human animals. The animal has 4 propensities: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So we also have those propensities. But human form of life is not meant for staying there. Like if a man lives in a penthouse, he sleeps, and the dog sleeps in the street. But there's no difference between the quality of sleeping, eating, sex life, and defense, fearing. The animal defends himself with his claws, and a man with a gun. But human form of life, again, atatu brahman jigyasu, now that you've come to this human form of life, now it's time to inquire what is God and what is my relationship, and then endeavor only for that. Haridas, what's verse 36? Yeah. Can you come here and say the English? For anyone? For anyone? You can speak loudly. All right, good.
A person searching after the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, must certainly search for it up to this, in all circumstances, in all space and time, and both directly and indirectly.
So that's why we're created, and so we want to avoid anything that pulls us from that, because it took us a long time to get to the human form of life. And not that we haven't been humans a million times over. I mean, it's been a long trip. So now we want to take full advantage of it. You're doing good. You're advancing more and more every time you come. Last, yes. Yes. Loud, can you take the mic?
Yes, you mentioned that there's a planet that has no anxiety, no stress. My question to you, is that planet within the realm of Maya?
He's asking the Vaikuntha planets, the planets that are unlimited in length and breadth, and where there's no anxiety, is not within the Maya realm, because within the Maya realm is full anxiety at every moment. First there's hankering for something I don't have. Then I get it, and then I experience the anxiety of having gotten it. Or I immediately wish I had something else because somebody has something better. And then when I lose it, if I was happy with it, there's always the fear of losing it. Then I lose it and I lament and I hanker for something else. That's the Maya realm. Vaikuntha is without that. And the highest of all the Vaikuntha planets is called Krishna Loka. That's where we want to go, where Radha and Krishna are the predominating deities. And Krishna is worshipped, not worshipped, but everyone has love and devotion to the highest degree there. It's the highest Vaikuntha planet. That answer it?
Yes, and so even in the highest Vaikuntha planet, there's still a practice.
No, that's perfectional place. But according to everyone's constitutional form, some are created to be devotees of Lord Narayan, that is Krishna in his opulent feature, awe and reverence. And those who are more fortunate, from our point of view, were created by Krishna to have a loving relationship with Krishna himself as a friend or as a beloved, as a parent, like that, in a more intimate way. So that's our goal, that complete intimacy with the Lord. And that is the great contribution of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when Radha and Krishna become the supreme renunciate, who spread the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, the Maha mantra, or the greatest chanting for deliverance in this age of quarrel. He came to spread the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, but the Hare Krishna mantra existed before this age, but he came to spread it with the addition of giving the highest love, and the very highest love being to become a maidservant of Srimati Radhika. And that pleases Krishna the most, assisting Radharani in her loving dealings and service to Krishna. It's high and we don't understand it fully now, but it's like when you enter a course, any course in school, yeah, at the beginning you're getting beginning, and then you get more and more and more, then you graduate. So the graduation is that entrance, that service. I think it's time. Oh, what's
I
happening?
have a question.
What state is the offering in?
It just started.
Okay. Who said they have a question?
I have a question. So, in
Oh.
regards to when we know God, when we have this understanding that He's, we have all knowledge of God that you were talking about, but how can we also be an intimate friend of God? Because how do we not
Isn't
have
that an interesting question?
on reverence?
Very good. Because if I have awe and reverence, how can I be a buddy and play ball games with him? Go out and tend the cows together? Not possible. So in the Vaikuntha planets, which are the planets where everyone worships the Lord in awe and reverence, they have the full knowledge and awareness of Krishna as God, that he breathes in and out universes. But in the highest planet, that's above knowledge, and that's the planet of love, where they love Krishna in a more intimate way. So that knowledge is covered. And I love to give Gurudev's example that, let's say you have an ounce of salt. How does it taste? Salty as anything. Like when you go to the beach and a bunch of that Atlantic Ocean comes in your mouth, it's like total salt. So, with some seaweed. And so, what about if you had 2 ounces of salt and mixed with 2 ounces of sugar? It's double the salt and the same amount of sugar. But how does it taste? Tastes less salty. Then, what if you have 10 ounces of salt and a ton of sugar? Then what? All you taste is the sugar. I mean, imagine a ton and 10 ounces. You don't taste the salt at all. Similarly, in Vaikuntha, the Lord is all opulent. You only taste the opulence because there's no sweetness of an intimate relationship. Then in one section of Krishna's abode, called Dwarka Mathura, there's some sweetness because Krishna is born there. And there's a sense of parental relationship with Krishna. And some friendship, although it's friendship with reverence. So that's more sugar. There's more opulence, but you don't taste it as much. Then there's Vrindavan, which is the abode of the purest, highest love. And that's the ton of sugar with 10 ounces of salt. Like Krishna lifts that mountain at 7 years old. He killed this 12-mile-long demoness named Putana when he's a few days old. Kamsa, a demon who always wanted to kill Krishna, kept sending demon after demon after demon to kill baby Krishna. But none of them came back to tell the story. So when he sent Putana, she's this 12-mile-long witch who flies on a broomstick. But her plan was to, because they can shapeshift, she became a beautiful motherly-like goddess. And Krishna's mother was so innocent. Okay, you can hold my child. So she brought Krishna into the room, and then she had this like topmost poison you can imagine. And what? Yeah, I forget exactly the name, something like that. And she filled her breast with poison, and then, oh my dear, let me feed you. She put his head to her breast and then pumped. And Krishna tasted the poison as sweet as nectar, and he drank the nectar, and then he sucked out also her life. And so she turned into the big 12-mile-long demon that she is. But do you think anybody knew that, oh, now I understand, my little baby son is God. Oh, now I understand, Mother Yasoda's son is God. Or Krishna's friends, now I understand, my friend Krishna is God. No. Mother Yasoda put Krishna in his arms and said, oh, God has saved my son. So there's no unreverence. In fact, the parents sometimes chastise. Like Krishna's father, he said, oh, I hear around that you're God. You know, because Krishna's very naughty also. He steals butter and yogurt from the other gopis' houses, and sometimes he throws a temper tantrum if his mother won't give him what he wants when he wants it, because he's really stealing hearts. It's so enchanting when he does it. So Nanda Baba, Krishna's father, said, oh, I hear that you're God. Well, here, take my worship, as though I'm going to give you a slap because you're so naughty. Does that answer your question? There's no unreverence. That's how they could have the intimate relationship. Because that's all forgotten by the sweet enchantment. Does that make sense? You're looking doubtful.
Not doubtful. I was thinking about yoga maya. So I was wondering how that plays a role.
So as mentioned, Radharani is the supreme intrinsic potency of Krishna. All other potencies come from her. The Yoga Maya potency is the potency that makes everyone in Krishna's abode forget that he's God, and she inspires the loving relationship as a mother or a beloved or whatever. So that's how she plays. They abandon all our unreverence. Yes. That is correct. Is your question answered? Okay. Last, no more. Do you have any? Okay. All right, so let's end here. And the offering of if you're brand new meal or boga or unoffered foodstuffs will be all back off the altar in 5 minutes. So what's happening is, like right now, we are worshiping Krishna with regulation, with awe and reverence. Krishna is God, he's come as our deity. it's 1:30. It's time that we offer him the food. We say special mantras, and by the mercy of our guru, he eats it. And then when it comes back to everybody here, everybody gets spiritual benefit in addition to the material nourishment. But in Krishna's topmost planet, they have a different kind of feeding system. They don't feed Krishna because it's time to observe this principle of worshiping God. But if I don't, Krishna's mother thinks if I don't feed Krishna, he'll die. Yeah. So, and then they know all the tricks because Krishna doesn't necessarily eat as much as they want him to. So Mother Yasoda will say, look at your brother Balaram. His sika is so long and thick, and he defeats you in different playing matches. Don't you want to be stronger than him? Yes, Mother, I want to be stronger than him. Give me some chapatis and some sabji, some vegetables. Does that help? Are you here? Okay. Is that all right? Okay.
You can eat forever too, infinite, right?
Yeah. Okay, now it's time for the kirtan. So who's gonna? You belong to Krishna. Only chant Hare Krishna. Yeah, keep reading. You got the whole Bhagavatam set? Keep reading. Okay, so who's going to lead this last kirtan? I see Visvarup coming forward. Okay. And you play the harmonium at the same time, or Mridanga? And Gadagraja will play the harmonium? Okay. Does anybody know harmonium? Okay.
I think he left, or is he around? Oh, never mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Gaura Hari Bo. Haribo, Haribo, Nitya Gaur Haribo, Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo, Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitya Gaur Haribo. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Lord Premanande, Hari Hari.
Vishnu. Srila Gurudev Ki, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Srila Bhakti Party Goswami Maharaj Ki, Srila Param Gurudev Ki, Jai, Srila Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Jai, Mahabhagavad Gorkshore Babaji Maharaj Ki, Jai, Sachinanda Bhakti Thakur Ki, Jai, Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki, Shri Rupanuga Varga ki jai, Shri Sat Goswami ki jai, Shri Panchatattva ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham Navadham Jagannath Puri Dham ki, Shri Nishinga Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Bhakti Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Shri Radharman Bihari ki jai, Shri Radha Govinda ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Shri Sacred Vedic Arts ki jai, Srimati Syamarani ki jai. Shri Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Glory to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Jai. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Sunday program. Thank you, Christia, and all her family and friends for coming and celebrating Amira. So we're going to take, she had a grain ceremony. For anyone who's here for the first time, we have a beautiful gift shop in the back right. Beautiful books and art. And today, special Sunday, any amount of books and any art for any donation. All right, I know. So think of all your gifts, birthdays, anniversaries, bat mitzvahs, weddings, baby showers. We're going to take Prashadam inside. It's a little hot outside. I think Nitai Prabhu for cooking. We'll put tarps down, maybe Madhu or some. You can put 2 tarps. And next Sunday is the appearance day of our Srimati Radharani, our most worshipful goddess. Next Sunday program is going to be amazing. And then what else? We have our exhibit, Miami-Dade College exhibit starting September 4th, opening night. So if you're not on our mailing list, please give Haridas Prabhu your email. He's in the kitchen. And what else? Any other announcements? I think that's it. Jai. Haribo. Can you start?